All right, peace. Well, first and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High Yahweh shall bless you all day. By His mercy, you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High Yahweh shall's body, and two are naturally alive, man. I want to go into this, man, because picking back off of the last video that we talked about, man, about how even today, what happened today at the school, man, with the young Jake, with the young brother, man, it's really actually sad, man. Hopefully he does find the Most High Yahweh shall, and everything's just turn around for him, man, because it is what it is with that, but honestly too, but I told him one of the things that we told him, honestly, like not to me, but my coworkers told him about, and that's what I noticed too, like about especially with this generation now, even people nowadays, man. That's why in the wire, Marlo said that, like, my name is my name, man. Honestly, man, because people don't care about their name anymore, man. It doesn't like matter. People don't care about their name anymore. They just don't, man. But honestly, man, but I was kind of reading Proverbs 10 yesterday, man, kind of going to how, I told him, listen, man, if you don't learn any, just be mindful and care about your name, man, honestly. Because there's two we kind of talked about this in the past. Shout out to brother Sammy Firstborn for pointing this out, because honestly it's different. Because listen, that doesn't care, because caring about what people think about you as far as like validation, things of that nature, and caring about your name, those things are not synonymous, man. Because usually people like that think that, or oh well, I don't care what people say, or things of that nature, or I don't care about those people really usually don't have integrity, or don't stand for something, man. That's why because people that care about their name, they stand for something. They have certain honor, integrity, morals that they stand by. So and that's different from John 4 and 51, and not I see not honor from men, or Proverbs goes into it's dangerous to care what other people think. But those are two different things, honestly. Because at the end of the day, or like Jacob, like he said in Genesis 30 verse 33, let your righteousness pretty much let your faith in the Most High Yahweh shall speak for you. At the end of the day, don't be care about what people say or think about you. No. But at the same time, you are it's a balanced, nuanced thing, man. Still care about your name, man, honestly. Because the Most High Yahweh cares about their name, right? Because that's in the commandments. Don't profane their name, which we have, man. And that's why the Yahweh died for his father and his name's sake. So, we always discuss on here. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is, right? Honestly, so let's yeah, man. But let's get up to Proverbs 10 and 7, because I'm getting a little tired. Proverbs 10%, because at the end of the day, man, the name, man, we want is rented, and this goes into how you listen. Oh yeah, how a good name will last forever, man. I kind of wanted to go into this again, but Lord will tomorrow, or some other time I'm gonna go into, man. But yeah, man, that's why Sirach goes into a good name lasts forever, man. And honestly, man, too, this, and also to the importance of the witness and testimony, the gospel. And new covenant, man, what Yahweh said, man, because this is where honestly this aspect of it's crazy, because both are in chapter 10, but here's the aspect of what Yahweh said, man, about a good name, man. But let's grab this, man. The memory of the just is blessed. So yeah, just by faith. So memory of the faithful or the just is blessed, but the name of the wicked shall rot. Exactly, man. So yeah, let's go Luke chapter 10, man. Cause that's why, even on a natural tip, right? I mean, even in the word, man. Cause a lot of times, too, even when I first came in the word, man, hearing about the promises and things of that nature, man. But really, the Most High house, we had the power now, man. Honestly, you had the spiritual power now, because a lot of times, it was just being people care about, man, honestly, it's getting spiritual power, like the Avengers or X-Men, all these things, people Yahweh said to his disciples, man, he said, don't even worry about those things. Those things are light matters, man. He said, rejoice that your names is written in heaven, man. That's what it is, that you got genealogy in heaven, man. And those, man, there are righteous, ancestors, man, the sons and daughters of the Most High Yahweh, man, they got witness in heaven and on earth, man. They got testimonies in heaven and on earth, man. We read about them every day. But that's just is what it is, man. Let's get this Luke chapter 10 verse 20, man. It says let's start at verse 19. It's crazy because both was in chapter 10. Behold, I give you power to tread serpents and scorpions, and all over the over the power of the enemy, but nothing shall by any means hurt you. Notwithstanding, rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice that your name is written in heaven. Exactly, man. That's what it is, man. And that the memory of faith will never be will never be forgotten, man. Because then that goes into that new heavens and new earth, man. Because if you're in His image, and He's gonna give you a new name, man. That's why your name is never gonna be it's always gonna be forever, man. Honestly, having living according to the promises, having that faith, and living according to promises, like we just say, and the obedience is instruction, man. It's law, statutes, commandments. So this is what it is, man. But because a lot of times too, shout out to brother Kwame Call, Shalama, Aka War, brother Elijah, man. Like they say, man, a lot of times we people just focus on having spiritual powers and flying or healing, cause even my time, too, man. Cause even my time in the word, man, people healing people is not even one thing that is something people get excited about. This is an observation for me. It's a flying, all these things, the flying, or super speed, or spiritual power, strength, like Samson, man. But what did Yahushua say here, man? Those things are cool, but he said, man, just rejoice that your name is written in heaven, man. That's more important, man. Because even power over serpents, man, he gave you of course, even spiritually, man, even or the serpent power over the serpent, man. That's just over saying the evil spirits, man. He said, don't even rejoice about that, man. Because even Paul, he got bitten by a snake, and he kind of shrugged off too. So he said, don't even rejoice about that. But more importantly, man, a good name. That's what it is. That your name is ultimately, that good name is that you're written in heaven, man. Honestly, man, that's what. Imagine, because what it is too. That's why sometimes you see certain players, what. It's that dichotomy in the sports world, right? Honestly, because certain times you got certain all-time great players, they didn't make the Hall of Fame, but for the team that they made the Hall of Fame for, they were just happy about that. Or some make the Hall of Fame, and that's really important to them. But certain players don't make the Hall of Fame, or they never care. That's what it is. I just did this for my family. Even Keyshawn Johnson said that in an interview one time. So in that aspect, you gotta look at it like that, on a natural tip, on that type of tip, man. Listen, all that stuff is cool, of that nature, having a good name amongst the people, things of that nature. But even Yahushua never even cared about that. He had that. Even the righteous men, even Yahushua and the righteous men, they had that, but that wasn't they didn't that wasn't they didn't care about that, man. Really this really the house was really Saul and the Pharisees that they cared about that, man. Honestly, that's just is what even that goes to show you that they're the serpent seed, man, because Satan cares about stuff like that, man. Because what they say, y'all that watch the movie with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino, man, vanity. He's one of the things that he loves, and that's a part of vanity, man. So that's is what it is, man. So yeah, man, that's why Job goes into vain titles, and the Proverbs and Psalms goes into I'd rather David even said, even Proverbs goes into, listen, man, or correction does more for a wise man than flattery, man. So that's just what it is. So in this aspect, man, the same, your name written in heaven, man, that's just better than all that stuff, man. Any supernatural, I don't know, say supernatural, any spiritual power you can get, because most of the spiritual power you can get is the love of the Most High Yahushua, and that faith in His Spirit, and also the best acclaim that you can get is being beloved in heaven, man. Let's get to Daniel real quick, man. Or your name being written in heaven, yeah. Because at the end of the day, man, the brother sent me firstborn says, of course, because we're human, we're human, or naturally we're social creatures, so of course you want that interaction. Certain times that's why people want validation, things in nature. It's understandable, but at the end of the day, man, the brother sent me firstborn said, it doesn't matter. For me, it don't matter if he's a single soul. We gotta get in this mindset, because I gotta get in more mindset. It doesn't matter if a single soul does not like me, man. Does the Most High Yahushua love me? Then hey, that's all there is with that. But let's grab Daniel to the 10 verse 19, and he said, "Oh man, greatly beloved, fear not, peace be unto thee, be strong, yea, be and when thou hast spoken unto me, I was strengthened. And this is the Most High Yahusha. This is why Yahusha says, strengthen your brother. And strengthen. Let my Lord speak, and for thou hast strengthened me. So yeah, it says, but Daniel was greatly beloved. Even Nehemiah said how Solomon was greatly beloved, or David was greatly. All these sons and daughters of Most High Yahusha are greatly beloved, man. He was probably hated amongst men, or not received as amongst men, but like the Most High Yahusha loved them, man. That's why I saw David said this. Cause that's why, like, honestly, like, cause this too. That's why, like, honestly, like, the Most High Yahusha, that's why Yahusha, the Most High Yahusha said that he that loveth father and mother more than me, man. Cause and shout out to brothers send me firstborn twos, man. Because, like he said, man, because when I, especially like I was talking about this helping my mom move, man, because we was talking about with me and my family, my brother, my cousin, my mom. We was talking about the school shootings, things of nature, procedures, things that. And my brother said something really key, man, because when it's human instinct kicks in, like survival, like going out for self, man, that's his survival, that's his human instinct, man, to go in survival mode, out for self, man. Because my cousin brought up a good point, because I saw both of their points. He said sometimes, there might be somebody that's brave enough to sacrifice himself for a betterment so other people can live. But my brother's like, listen, yeah, that's cool, but no, you can't honestly bank on that, man. Because my cousin's standpoint is, listen, as humans, right? If we see one person do that, if say a situation like that happens, other people are going to follow and fight back, but some, my brother said, might not, because everybody's wired differently. Everybody doesn't react the same to different things. But point being is that my point being is that, to my brother's point, he's saying, it's human, once that pressure gets on people, and in a survival type of environment or situation or atmosphere, people gonna look out for themselves, save themselves, man. That's why the brother Assembly Firstborn was going to a situation where a father told on his son, man, because that in situations like that, people are thinking about them, honestly. Now it's rare that you get situations. Now you do have people that will do that, honestly, look out for their loved one, but that's how it is. But why am I mentioning this, man? Because when the persecution comes for the Most High House's namesake, when that beast comes on some position, that beast system rise, man. That's how it's gonna be, man. We see this all throughout the word, man. So this is what happened during of course, during the time of Maccabees, or when persecution came, this is what it is, man. So that's why. But that's why David said this: when my father and mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. So yeah, that's is what it is, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. Hopefully most on your house, I bless you all day, man. So yeah, man, that's is what it is with that, man. But that goes into having a good name, honestly, man. So yeah, man, a good name, honestly, being written in heaven, man. That's just more importantly, man. Having that being part of the heavenly family, man. Honestly, Ephesians goes into, man. Where's that in Ephesians? Dang, where's that? It's in Ephesians 4. Dang, no, I'm in Galatians 4. Oh man, where's that? Oh gosh. Yeah, yep. Ephesians 4 and 3 verse 15. Here we go. For of whom the whole family in heaven and earth is named. Exactly, man. So that heavenly family, man, that's being written in heaven, man. That's why a good name lasts forever, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So peace.